Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Let's go to the news. Tinubu and Oshibanjo asked to step down. The Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo and the national leader of the All Progressive Congress (APC) Bola Ahmed Tinubu have been urged to step down their presidential ambitions. Adeyanju, an Abuja-based activist, said Oshibanjo and Tinubu should step down in favor of the Southeast. He was reacting to calls that the APC and the People's Democratic Party (PDP) should zone their presidential tickets to the South. The rights activist said such calls were a waste of time. In a Facebook post, Adeyanju stressed that such calls would only unite the North. According to Adeyanju, the protests demanding for Southern presidency at both APC and PDP secretariats are a waste of time. It will only unite the North. The best way to ensure South gets presidency is for Tinubu, Oshibanjo, and others to step down their ambition for Southeast in the interest of equity. Well, he is saying that Oshibanjo and Tinubu should step down for a candidate to emerge from the Southeast, and that those are the people are looking at now. Well, we can say that people are already tired of having just only Yoruba and Hausa president. People want to try out the East also. They want to try out Igbo presidents. And he said that is what they should focus on more, and that there's no use for Oshibanjo and Tinubu to be running, because at the end of the day, if at all they do, that they will only unite the North the more. Well, we all know that Oshibanjo and Tinubu are not stepping down anytime soon. Tinubu declared his intention to run for presidency first before Oshibanjo later declared his interest. And we know that this has caused a lot of fracas between both of them, and their relationship has been strained, as many have called Oshibanjo a Judas and a betrayer. We all know the story of Judas in the Bible, who betrayed Jesus with a kiss. And that is what they are likening Oshibanjo to, because they are saying he bit the finger that fed him. And they're accusing him of betraying Tinubu, because it was Tinubu that put him in the position of the vice president. According to people, it was actually Tinubu that was meant to be the vice president of Nigeria, but they didn't want it to be a Muslim affair, so they decided to have one Muslim and one Christian, and they decided to give it to Oshibanjo, which Tinubu helped also, and they said he was one of the people who carried the Buhari's administration, the campaign on his head. And we can see that Buhari is not even endorsing him, and it's very obvious that Buhari is actually in support of Oshibanjo. And these two have been on loggerheads, because there have been cases whereby they don't attend the same event. If Tinubu is coming to an event, Oshibanjo decides not to come. And if Oshibanjo is coming to an event, Tinubu decides not to come. And there's no way any of them is going to step down. None of them will not want to drop their ambition, because there's something about some people. Some people are overly ambitious, and that is what Tinubu is. Tinubu made everyone know that his lifelong ambition is to become the president of Nigeria, and nothing is going to stop him. Even when his hands were shaking during one of his campaigns, which has come out, we can see the video of him with shaking hands. We know that Tinubu is not in the best of conditions physically, health-wise. He's not strong, but still he doesn't want to give up. So none of them is going to give up. None of them are going to step down. Let's take a look at Oshibanjo, who they are accusing of giving $300,000 to some delegates, to over 400 delegates in the Adamawa Taraba state to vote for him, to choose him as the president, to support him. We can see that nobody is letting loose. Nobody is loose guarding. every one of them are trying to look for a way to grab that ticket, because Tinubu has gone length over length to make sure he will grab the presidential ticket. Oshibanjo too is trying to be a step ahead by doing the same thing. So at the end of the day, no one wants to step down for anybody. We all know that Peter Obi is contesting for the election for PDP, and he's from the East, from Anambra State. And we can see that no matter what, nobody, a rival party is not going to allow their rivals to take that presidential ticket. They're not going to allow their rivals to become the president. APC cannot tell PDP, okay, you go and become the president, since we don't want the North to be united against us. All these things are just talking, and we all know human beings. We all know these people. They will never give up their ambition just because somebody came out to talk about how the Southeast needs to be supported instead of the Southwest, because at the end of the day, it might unite the North. Even the Northerners have made this known that they are not voting for Tinubu, and they don't want a weak and old president, because they have accused Tinubu of several things. They said he was the one that made them to vote for Buhari, and that Buhari has not lived up to their expectations. This will not be the story during the 2015, because most all Buhari's votes, his highest votes came from the North. So at the end of the day, they're not happy with the situation in the country, because now their states are being brutalized. A lot of things are actually going on in their states. See the Abuja to Kaduna train attack that happened. You can see people's lives were lost. People were abducted, and nothing is being done to even bring those people back. So at the end of the day, nobody will sit down and allow their rivals or the opposition party to go and take that seat of the president. So at the end of the day, it boils down to, what does Nigeria really need? That's the question we should ask ourselves. Do we need to separate for everything to become okay? Or should we keep on carrying on, hoping that one day Nigeria will be great again? Which might not happen anytime soon. People might say it's a cause and all, but it's not a cause. We can see what's happening in Nigeria. It's nothing to be happy about. We can see the current state of things in the country. Everything keeps on deteriorating. Nothing is even happening. Look at the ASU strike. Look at students at home. People that are meant to have graduated are not even graduating. They're at home, sitting down. Look at the unemployment rate. People will graduate from school, and at the end of, they will end up sitting down also at home, because they do not have jobs. There's no job opportunities anywhere. Most times to get job, it's someone, it's connection. Nobody gets job on merit, how it was before. So at the end of the day, it boils down to, what does Nigeria really need? Do we need to separate? Everyone need to go to their own state and form their nation? Or should we continue suffering in silence? Should we continue suffering in this country? Everyone needs to think of what's next that meant to do. Well, it's up to every one of us to decide if we're going to support the cause for separate Nigeria, or we're still going to continue staying there like that. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and turn on your notifications to get more news updates from us as it comes. Thank you.